the Yandere dev will probably go down as the weirdest developer in history, because not only could he not produce a game, but he was also talking to minors.
Hey yo, what the f?
But before the video starts, if you guys like the content I post, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are so close to hitting 300,000 subscribers. Alright, enjoy. So if you've been watching YouTube for the past 10 years, then at some point you've probably heard of Yandere Simulator. It was a viral indie game that got popular because of its unique concept of combining high school life with a darker concept. In other words, high school kids were just killing each other and everybody loved it.
About, you were talking to Senpai? Yeah, get in there. Hey, what are you? Oh no. Oh my God.
And honestly, I got no complaints. I mean, the game looked fun. However, even though the game was fun, people started realizing that the developer was kind of weird. And by kind of weird, I mean weird enough to have a sexually charged conversation with a 16-year-old that was recorded.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
But before we get into that, let me briefly explain how he's a terrible developer. So if you guys know anything about Yandere Simulator, you would know that the game isn't finished. Like, the game has literally been in development for 10 years. And if I had to give a percentage for how much of the game is actually done, I'd say probably around 57%. And I could understand if it was some GTA 6 type game where all that time is genuinely needed, but come on now. You're telling me this takes 10 years to complete?
Are you serious right now, bro?
And yes, before y'all say it, I know Rockstar is a big company and he's just one developer doing this by himself, but he can literally hire help. He's just being stubborn. Like, no joke, this guy made a blog post talking about there was one point in time that he was receiving so many stupid emails every day, he couldn't work on the game.
It was very difficult to get any work done over the past 2 weeks. 2 days were spent at Anime Expo, and 2 days were spent traveling in and out of Los Angeles. 9 days were spent answering emails, leaving me with 1 day to make this video.
And I can't lie, if I knew bro in real life, I would have gave him a 2-piece, because what NPC logic is that? Bro, just don't respond. Yeah, officer, I'm so sorry for texting and driving. They just wouldn't stop texting me. I just had to respond. He could also just hire a secretary or just somebody that manages his emails. But then if he did that, then he'd actually have to work on the game, which is something I don't think he even wants to do. Something that I've learned in life is that when someone really doesn't want to do something, they'll find any excuse in the book to not do it. And since Yandere was such a massive hit already and he was getting a lot of attention, he probably put finishing the game on the back burner rather than to just keep people entertained for the now. Did I forget to mention that people in his community were paying for his Patreon as a way to help the game get moved along? But since the game never got finished, they were just wasting their money. And I could go on and on about things that made him a terrible developer, like him being allergic to taking accountability and him constantly blaming his fans for every inconvenience that happened with the game, even though he was the one producing it. But I'd rather talk about him personally and how he has a history of being a weirdo, because even before all of his fame, he could be seen saying stuff like this: "I've always wanted a girlfriend who acted youthful, babyish, feminine, innocent, naive, childlike." My brother, what?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Openly sharing that with the internet is insane, because some ideas don't need to be shared. Which has me thinking, if you've ever had a great idea for a video but felt limited by your tools, this is going to change everything. Because with NVIDIA AI, your dreams can finally come to life. With its newest update, NVIDIA AI V3, it now includes powerful generative capabilities that let you bring your vision to life just using a text prompt. For example, you can simply ask it to create a video about a story of a robot in a cyberpunk setting that wants to escape the Matrix.
In the neon-lit labyrinth of Neo-Tokyo, a city where the line between man and machine blurs, there existed a robot named Nexus.
Now that's just a start. NVIDIA AI V3's generative capabilities allow you to create all sorts of videos with just a few words. It even has a voice cloning capability that allows you to narrate videos using your own voice. And unlike other tools that only offer short clips or fragments, NVIDIA AI V3 produces the first cut of your complete video. And the best part is, NVIDIA AI V3 is launching soon, and if you haven't tried out NVIDIA AI V2 yet, just go to the link in the description to try it out for free, with paid plans starting out as low as $20 a month. Use my code to get 2 times the number of video generation credits in the first month. Now let's get back into the video. On September 24th, 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Ali Sunny posted a 38-minute video accusing Yandere dev of grooming a 16-year-old girl. Now, this wasn't your average run-of-the-mill random accusation, because as we know and may not like to admit, a lot of false accusations happen in this space with no proof. But this time, some of the conversations had had been recorded. And before I play the recording, I just want to say, no 35-year-old man should be talking to a 16-year-old like this. Also, obviously her voice is masked for safety issues.
Am I a bad guy for talking to you? Should I stop talking to you?
No, you should stop talking. Well, I mean, like, you should, but just don't. Just, like, you know, pause. I like your company.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Do you think you can call like this more often?
Maybe. I had fun. You're funny. It's fun to listen to you talk.
What if I'm not high next time? I just make it.
I would also be very interested in interacting with you if you are regular. I want to learn what regular you is like.
Okay.
But high you is very cute and fun.
Great. My hands were fuzzy.
Yeah, you do that a lot when you're high.
I do a lot when I'm sober too.
You're so cute.
You're saying that.
It's because you keep being cute. If you don't want to be called cute, then stop being so cute. It's simple logic.
Hey, yo, what is he talking about? Nah, I can't even lie. This conversation is mad weird. Why are you, as a grown man, calling a 16-year-old cute? Like, there's no amount of context that would even make that statement okay. Bro is quite literally double her age. And would it be crazy if I told you this isn't even the worst thing he said on this voice call? Because at one point, they somehow got to the topic of penises.
And I thought it was just normal.
That's not normal size.
Oh.
No, I think average size of one of those in the U.S. is like 5.5.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to respond like that. I don't know what to say about it. I don't have one, so I'm not like a penis expert.
Did I also mention that at one point he just outright called her hot?
I barely meet the cutoff criteria for being a human in your eyes. What if I told you I'm only interested in girls with double D breasts? Anything less than that is just not attractive.
Well, I mean, like, that's your preference, but do you understand how cup sizes work?
No. Big as a girl's head. I want them big as a girl's head.
I have what are considered, these are A cups, isn't that crazy?
Because you're so skinny?
Yep.
So it's like the ratio of the bust compared to, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're very skinny and that's kind of hot. Sorry, am I a bad guy for saying that? Should I go die?
No.
Am I a bad guy?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is called 4K, because very rarely do you find evidence on somebody like this where it comes from their own mouth in a voice call. And for anybody questioning whether or not it's really him in that voice call, he confirmed it. He confirmed that it was him. And I already know he was probably sick as hell when that voice chat got leaked. He legit thought he was gonna be freaky and get away with it. Nah, come here, boy. After he got exposed, he made a pretty stupid decision. Let's say, for instance, that you, and yes, I'm talking to you get caught for something similar to what Yandere Dev did. What do you think you should do after something like that? A, immediately apologize. B, delete all of your social media. Or C, contact the minor you were allegedly grooming and beg them to say that it was all a lie.
Wow, man. Damn.
And if you've been keeping up with this story, I'm pretty sure you know it was C. After this voice recording and all the other stuff went public, he immediately went on Snapchat and started messaging the girl again, saying stuff like, I am being emotionally abused by you. And her response is, I'm 16, you're 35. And honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're literally 35. There's no reason you should be acting the way that you do. All she did was tell an adult about the types of conversations y'all were having, and that's traumatizing. He also follows it up with, I am so lonely and miserable and depressed and unhappy. Of course, the one time a girl is actually nice to me, I got attached. You were so fun and funny and charismatic, it made me want to keep talking. I am not an evil predator who goes around little girls. I am a lonely, vulnerable man who made the mistake of being flirty to a girl who was a bit too young. And my God, imagine having the gall to completely dodge accountability and making this somehow seem like it isn't completely his fault. How does a grown man get attached to a girl that's literally half his age via Discord and then has the nerve to say, please spare my life. I haven't done anything so bad that I deserve to lose everything, absolutely everything, forever. And these messages should let you know the person that you're dealing with. He honestly doesn't believe he did anything wrong in this situation. And even if he did do something wrong, he doesn't think that he should be punished in any way. He thinks because he's lonely, single, and depressed, that should absolve him from all punishment and consequences. He also tries guilt tripping her immediately after this, saying stuff like, if you were genuinely sorry, you'd save me. You are the only human on earth who can save me. And by that, he means that she shouldn't release the expose video. Ichigo, please save this whole society. You're the only one who can save us. Clearly, there's something wrong with this guy, and there's no hiding it. But in the hopes to not make this video too long, let me play a little bit of his now deleted apology video that he posted earlier this year.
Hello, I'm Yandere Dev, the developer of Yandere Simulator. Last year, an extremely serious allegation was made about me that I would like to address. The accusation is that I attempted to groom an underage fan of my game. I will take accountability and admit that I did discuss inappropriate topics with a fan. However, the accusation that I deliberately attempted to groom this fan is false.
I don't like the wording on this because nobody can actually argue if he deliberately did it or not. The point is he did it regardless.
Last year, a fan of my game contacted me and wanted to chat. Usually, when a fan tries to talk with me, I just tell them that I'm too busy. But this person seemed really nice and friendly and funny, so I decided, you know what, sure, let's talk. She let me know right off the bat that she was 16, but I didn't see any problem with that. When I was 16, I had online friends that were in their 20s and 30s, so it just didn't feel weird to me.
Back in my day, we used to do this. As you can probably see, this response video is going to be the same as those Snapchat messages. No accountability.
In the beginning, our conversations were normal, but she had a kind of adult sense of humor, and every now and then she would bring up a topic or ask a question that wasn't really appropriate. When this would happen, I wasn't entirely comfortable with it, but I rationalized to myself that it was no big deal and just kept talking with her. Eventually, I must have said something that sounded like a red flag to her, because at some point she started to record our conversations just in case I turned out to be some kind of predator.
Apparently, I must have said something. In the recording she posted, you were calling her hot. In the recordings she posted, you were calling her cute. So if that was recorded, I wonder what you said that wasn't recorded that made her start recording in the first place.
She showed our conversations to a YouTuber, and the YouTuber decided, yep, this guy seems like a groomer. We need to expose him. So, with the YouTuber apparently instructing the girl on how to steer our conversations in an inappropriate direction, our discussions got pretty weird. I wasn't comfortable with it, and I tried to express that, but like an idiot, I just went along with it anyway.
So the conversations that you had with a 16-year-old girl were steered in an inappropriate direction that you claimed you were uncomfortable with, but instead of saying something, or leaving, or not talking to her, you went with it anyway?
Because I had gotten into the habit of being really candid around this girl and just casually responding to whatever she said, it was very easy for her to get recordings of me answering questions I shouldn't have answered and discussing topics I should not have discussed.
This apology video is honestly unwatchable and it's just annoying. As I said before, like in the Snapchat messages, there will be no accountability. Yeah, he might apologize here and there, but the entire meat of this apology would just be him trying to shift the blame onto somebody else. How can someone steer you in a conversation or pull answers out of you that you don't want to answer? If a kid asks me an inappropriate question, I simply won't answer it. Nor will I be calling that kid hot. Like what? I don't know. If you guys want a part 2, let me know down below in the comments. Also, let me hear your thoughts and have a happy Halloween. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.